Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Geek where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how you can begin crypto trading with confidence, covering the basic concepts, account setup, and a step-by-step strategy that you can apply from your very first trade. So by the end of this video, you would understand what cryptocurrency is, how to choose a reliable exchange, and how to follow a clear trading plan that helps you to manage risks and grow your skills. So why not stay tuned until the end to ensure you have all the insights you will need to trading crypto effectively. We first start by understanding what cryptocurrency is and crypto trading is. Cryptocurrency is a type of digital money that exists only online. Unlike your traditional currencies issued by government, cryptocurrency is decentralized, meaning no single authority controls it. It operates using a technology called blockchain, which is a secured and transparent way to record transactions. Now, these systems makes sure that all transfers of cryptocurrencies are verified and recorded on a public ledger, preventing fraud and double spending. When you trade cryptocurrencies, you are buying and selling these digital coins or token on various platforms called exchange. Now, trading can involve holding coins for a long time or buying and selling quickly to take advantage of price changes. Just like any market, the crypto trading has its own terms that you will need to understand to trade effectively. Now, how do you start trading crypto trading? The step-by-step strategies for beginners. We start trading crypto as a beginners. This requires a careful preparation, a good understanding of the tools available, and a clear plan to manage both opportunities and risks. Each step is important and builds the foundation for your journey. The first step would be to choose a reliable crypto exchange. Now, the first step begins by trading is selecting the right exchange. A crypto exchange is where you buy and sell cryptocurrencies. When choosing one or look for other futures, the first feature you would have to look for would be security. The first security simply means to ensure that the exchange uses strong security measures like your two-factor authenticator and your cold storage for funds. The second the second feature that you will need to look out for would be user-friendly interface, meaning the platform should be easy to navigate, especially as a beginner. The third step you will need to use would be low fees. Trading and withdrawal fees varies, so you have to select a particular exchange with reasonable cost. The fourth one would be wide range of coins. A good exchange would always offer many cryptocurrencies to trade. Now, the fifth step or the fifth feature would be the regulatory compliance, meaning exchanges following rules in your country provides more protection. Now, there are popular beginner-friendly exchanges, which includes the Coinbase, your Binance, and each and other further exchanges. You have to research what fits your needs and region according to where you stay. Wherever you stay, you just need to use an exchange that fits your country, the one that is permitted in your country. The third step would be to conduct fundamental research on a coin, the coin you would want to trade. For example, on my chart, you can see this is your BTC, which is your Bitcoin. Before buying any cryptocurrency, you should learn about the coin itself. You have to fundamentally research the coin and understand the following steps, which are: the first step would be to the purpose of the coin, what problem it solves. The second would be the project team behind it and its credibility. Now the third step would be the coin's market supply and demand value. The fourth step would be recent news or updates impacting that particular coin. Now the fifth step would be the coin's real world use, cases and partnership. Now trading without understanding what you are buying is risky. Just because a coin is popular doesn't mean it is a good investment. Knowing the basics of the coin value offers you an edge and help you to avoid scams and choose coin with real potential. Now the fourth step would be to master the basic technical analysis. When you want to master the basic technical analysis, like on my chart, you can see this would be the chart for your Bitcoin. The basic technical analysis would be learning the movement of the candlestick chart. Bitcoin has its own chart and you need to understand the price movement. And as you can see at this particular area in price, between between the August, the 13th August till 31st August, between this area you can see that the movement of the chart was in a down wave. It moved in a down wave, creating series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs and a lower low. At this time in the market, you would know that you are going to be trading using basic simple support and resistance levels. These are what you will be using to trade this particular Bitcoin. You would buy when price gets to a previous resistance point and you would remove wherever you have bought at that area. As you can see, it was selling towards the downside. When it was moving to the downside, you will understand that the chart was failing. So if you would want to buy, you would want to buy at an area where price shows potential of swimming back up, or when you see the price moving in a downward wave, you would avoid entering the market until you notice that price is making series of high and higher lows, meaning that it's beginning to pick momentum and is moving back to the upside. You can trade during this level because you know that price will respect this resistance and support region. So remember, you will be buying at support, or you can simply use your Fibonacci extension. When price breaks a previous resistance region, you just take your Fibonacci tool, you draw it from your swing high to your swing low, and you wait for price to simply come to your area of interest, which will be your 0.5, 0.61 and 0.70 as your optimum entry point. That will be an area where you'll be deciding to buy your trade, to buy this particular coin. So these are the basic ways you can analyze your chart or the particular coin you'll be looking to buy. You can also use simple indicators like your moving average, your relative strength index to gauge the trend strength and direction. You can also combine with your volume analysis so that you can confirm the strength of the move. Now, the fifth step would be to implement your risk management. You would have to decide to advance the percentage of your portfolio by risking a commonly 1 to 2% of your account. So when placing a stop loss just below a key support or resistance level, you should always adjust your orders in such a way that you do not risk more than 1 or 2% of your trading capital on a single trade. Don't forget to use stop loss order and always remember to take profit at areas of interest. If I was to buy this trade at this area, I'll be looking to take profit at the next resistance point where I'm expecting price to get to and I'm expecting a reversal. This is where you should be taking your profit at. Adjusting those orders as the trade move in your favor is also another way to capitalize on the move. Now, the sixth step would be to execute your first trade. You start with a small position size in an established coin like your Bitcoin or Ethereum. You have to use limit orders to control your entry price and avoid slippage in volatility on volatile markets. You can also monitor your order book in depth to understand where large buyers and seller wars may influence price. All you need to do is to set a limit order. We are expecting price when price gets to our optimum area of entry on this Bitcoin, this present data. You can set a buy limit at this area, that when price gets to this area in real time, that price will pick you up for a buy and buy to the upside. This is basically what it means by setting limit orders. And you set your stop loss just below a recent swing low or where you expect price to invalidate that setup. The step 7 would be to keep a detailed trading journal, meaning you have to record each day trade or each entry and exit point, position size and ration levels, take profit levels and stop loss levels and outcome. You have to review your journal weekly and identify recurring mistakes or successful patterns and refine your strategy accordingly. The eighth step would be to control your emotions and trading psychology. Successful trading is not just about charts and emotions. It is also about controlling your emotions. Cryptocurrency price can swing widely and panic selling or greed buying often leads to mistake. So you will need to first of all stick to your trading plan. Secondly, avoid chasing losses. Thirdly, take breaks if you feel overwhelmed. Fourthly, accept that losses are part of your learning process. So you have to build discipline so that it will be an important way for you to learn. The ninth step would be to continue learning and adapting. To learn, you have to make use of a demo account or a paper trade while testing new strategies. Always follow reputable news sources and on-chain analysis to stay informed of market development. Why not join trading communities to discuss ideas, but always verify information yourself before risking capital. Alright traders, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out on more trading tips and strategies. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next video.